What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Asa's Pixel Studio. It's another retouching tutorial in Photoshop. So today it's all about color grading. Okay, so we're going to be color grading this image, and I'm going to show you a very quick way to color grade your image and make your image pop out. Okay, so before that, get your shot, get the right colors, get the right outfits that matches the background and the right light, and then dive into Photoshop. So if you have an image like this, you can also apply to any other image. Now let's get started. Well, for color grading, I like using two adjustments. We can use the selective color and we can use the hue and saturation adjustment there. They function differently, and when to use the selective color is when you want to dive deep into color theory. You want to change the color to match some color types of color grading, just like you want to, if you want to manipulate the color to get a complementary color color grading, or an analogous color grading, or different type of color grading, you use the selective color. But for this one, I want to make the image pop out in terms of color. Right now it's just looking a little bit flat, not like flat in color. So let's grab the hue and saturation adjustment layer. And how this works, you already know. You need to select different channels and manipulate the hue, the saturation, and the lightness of those channels. For this one, I'm going to start with the blues. So let's start with the blues. You can see how the background is. It's actually dark, but there's a small shade of blue in the background. So we're going to increase it, and I'm going to show you why. You can see the shade of the blues in the background right now. So this is actually too much. I'm just going to bring it down, bring it up a little bit till I see. So something like this should be fine. And I'm going to go into the cyan also. I can see some cyan, and then take the color, take it up all the way like that, and you can blend it. You can see how all this place look like. So let's bring it down in brightness to make the image pop out, the model pop out from the background, even if she's putting it on. Now I can go into the green channels, and then I want to make this green pop out the more. So we can increase the green, the saturation of the green. If you increase it too much, you're going to see from the left side it's getting too much. So this is just too much. We're going to find a very sweet spot, and then we're going to increase the lightness. So as we increase the lightness, it removes the halos. So something like this, and you can increase the saturation a little bit like that. Okay, so you can see what's happening. We can bring it down, bring it upward. Now let's go ahead and go to the what's it called now, the red and the yellows, which has the skin tones and this light color background, the lightning in the color. So what we need to do is to just increase the saturation again, so like that. So if you take it too much, you're going to see that it starts affecting the model, okay, and it's oversaturated. So we're just going to bring it back and find the sweet spot and make sure that the model is not oversaturated. So I'm going to increase the lightness to balance that. So let's take it up like that, like that. So now I'm going to go back to that. So but for now, let's choose the yellow, and we're going to increase the yellow. I want the lightning to come up a little bit, so something like this, and yep, so something like this. So to make the image pop out the more, let's go back to the red and probably decrease the color, the saturation of the red, and bring this backwards, something like that. And we can go to the yellows again, and let's just leave it like this. So if there's a need, you can change the color of the sun. You can increase it and you can change it. So I want this kind of -2. It looks fine. All right, so if you want to get another one and then work on the background again, you can choose this and then go to the yellows and increase the background like that, so something like this, and that's the saturation. And then go to the blues, increase the saturation, so something like this, and you can decrease or increase. So I'm just going to leave it at -8, and I'm going to Control I to invert the mask. Grab your brush tool, and I'm going to remove it from the face. Make sure yep, I'm going to invert, Control I, invert the mask, and then remove it from the face. So something like this. So we have before and then after. Okay, so we're working on the background, and let's go ahead go to the red channel. I'm going to go to the red and then just increase a little bit. All right, so let's go back to this one and then increase a little bit as well. The yellows, let's take it up, not too much. Let's go to the blues or the cyan and take it up like that. Let's go to the greens and bring it up. All right, so if that's too much, you can decrease the opacity. So we have before and this one. So I'm just going to decrease the opacity to somewhere around 50%. All right, so let's create a same visible layer and compare the two. Hold it down, shift alternate E. So we have before, which is flat, like desaturated a bit, and we have make it more lively. Okay, so if you find this very helpful, you can let me know in the comments section. Okay, so a quick recap: just hue and saturation adjustment layer is what we use in doing everything. Okay, so thank you guys, see you in the next